Alright. Welcome back everyone to another Game Dev Daily. This is Game Dev Daily, I believe number 26. It is February the 9th. I missed yesterday's because I was, well, I would say I was busy, but I was more just lazy. So yeah, but hey, we're here today. Just wanted to make sure that it was indeed 26 because I think I said yes last time that it was the 24, but it was actually 25. But no, peers are all good. Okay, cool. Alright. What are we working on today? Well, basically, we have last session, we started on working on this little guy. We continued working on him, I should say. This is our, it's currently being dubbed the Slooper. It's gonna sit on on our trees here, like so, and fire projectiles at the player. Now, I was kind of left off last session, not really deciding how I wanted it to actually shoot at the player. And I didn't really think about it at all. But I knew I was going to have to do some math. And so that is likely what today will be. It will be, hey, let's do some math. So yeah, that's going to be fun. So we have two things we need to worry about, right? When it comes to the Slooper, there's two things that we really need to bear in mind. So here's our little guy. Let's let me draw the little dude. He's on the branch here. The red orange, yeah. Okay, good enough. Okay, so he's over here. And he's gonna spit out from his mouth like this. Okay, it's our guy, and he's gonna shoot at our player. Now let's say that our player is in range at about here. Let's draw my player a little smaller. It's fine. So my player's down here, and he's in range of this guy. Now ideally what I want to have happen is, I want this guy to shoot in an arc that goes something like this. Right? Like approximately like that. Maybe you make it arc a little smoother, but you know, you get the idea. Yeah? It's gonna shoot in an arc. Now, the question is, how do we actually handle this arc? There's two things we need to worry about. In terms of the vertical portion, right? So we have a horizontal portion, and there's a vertical portion. Now, the vertical portion's quite easy because we just have that controlled by gravity. So we don't really need to worry too much. What I do need to worry about, though, is the initial speed. Hey, what's up, TJR? How you doing? You did show up right on time. We've only just started. Okay, so we need an initial speed. We need initial X speed, which is the left arrow, and an initial Y speed. Now, the initial Y speed will never ever be down. It's always going to be up. I've also just realized I've drawn all this on the wrong layer, so I'm just going to quickly redo it. Oh, that was too many undos. Okay, we'll just quickly draw this up again. Will be 2 seconds. All right, here's my guy. He's going to shoot from here. And here's our player. And this guy is going to shoot in an arc. Right, the arc looks something like that. Okay, cool. So again, there's two things we need to worry about. Horizontal and vertical. Now, the question is, what numbers do we assign to these speed values? And they have to be based on the distance, right? So there's two vectors, or I guess there's two things to be concerned with. One of them is what is the speed over time. So again, in terms of the y speed over time, it's just going to be affected by gravity. That's going to be pretty straightforward. We'll give it its own gravity value because I probably don't want the same gravity value that applies to the player to also apply to the projectile. But I'll see. Maybe I'll try using the same value first, and if it doesn't look good, then I'll tweak it to be different from the player. And then in terms of the horizontal, we might ever so slightly have it be reduced by like air resistance. So we might give it a very, very slight resistance on the horizontal axis. So those values are very simple. But now we have to worry about initial speed. So what is the initial vector that we fire the projectile at? And how are we going to calculate it? So currently, like really, the only things we know are the initial position of the enemy and the position of the player, like the targeting point. And I'll use darker blue so it's a bit easier to see. God, I need a mid-ground where it's like I can see it. Yeah, okay, that's a good blue. All right, so these are the 2 points we know, and we have to base our speed values off this. Now, what I do know is that let's say theoretically my player is standing right here underneath the enemy. If he's right here, I barely want this to have any initial Y or initial X speed. It should pretty much just drop into the player. I believe. So I'm thinking, what options do we have? Man, it's tricky. So I could have this be the initial vector, which could just literally be this, right? We could just use this as the initial vector. Now, the issue with using the direct translation across is that it's going to, like, because of gravity, it's going to fall off and do like that instead, and it'll land here. So this isn't good. So probably what we need is, maybe I can just use the x proponent of this vector as the initial speed. So this vector's split into the x proponent, which is this bottom bit, and the y, which is this bit up here. I'll do a cool funky y. Now, we can probably just use the x value and modify the y value to fit what we want. I think might be the way to do it. Now, this x value might be too much, so we might need to take a fraction of it. But we're going to be multiplying it by the delta time constant anyway. So we'll see like what the speed looks like, and we'll adjust it accordingly. But for the y speed, obviously I don't want it to go down by default. So I think I'll take the y value and we'll probably add a flat amount to it that will shoot up by. No, actually I don't want it to be a flat amount. I think I'm going to add an amount to this y value based on the x value. I think might be the way to do it. Anyway, I think that's enough math. Let's actually try to see what we can do, huh? So let's, well, that's enough drawing math. Now let's actually try coding math. Okay, so we're looking at the ball objects. Now the first thing I'm gonna do is the Slooper actually spawning it? It is. So currently the Slooper does spawn the ball, it just won't do anything. So let's make it be affected by gravity first. I think that's number one thing to do. We get it affected by gravity. Now I want to quickly check what the gravity amount actually is, which I have set on physics, which is set in the editor. So look in here, gravity is 0.4. So we'll try just going with that to start, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so if I hop back into the Slooper ball, we're going to go translate. So every frame, I want to increase my speed. So let's say, let's make a vector 2 called speed. And let's say in start, speed is equal to vector 2, 0. So we'll just set that. And then let's say every fixed update, we're going to increase our speed by gravity. So I'm going to put in here, apply gravity to speed. I'm going to need to give it a max negative speed, a terminal velocity, but I won't worry about it for now. So we're going to say speed.y is going to minus equal 0.4f multiplied by time.delta time. And let me just quickly double check the player script. I want to confirm in here that that's the exact same thing we're doing. Where's gravity? Gravity. Don't I have a gravity thing in here? So we multiply it by speed factor, and speed factor is physics.speed times time.delta time. Okay, wait, so this is going to be a little different then. So, hold on, where's gravity? Gravity minus equals new vector 2, 0, physics.gravity. Yep, okay, that makes sense. I could do the same thing I'm doing as well, where I could speed.y it, but that's fine. It makes sense. And then we take that gravity value, we multiply it by the speed factor, which is 8. And then we multiply it by time.delta time. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to take 0.4f and then multiply it by 8. And if we do some quick maths, that's 3.2. So we're going to try this. 3.2f times time.delta time should be the same gravity that the player has by default, I think. And then we're just going to translate the projectile. Can I just call translate, or does it not work? I think I have to do transform and spell it correctly. Transform dot position dot translate. No? Where is the oh, that is here. Yeah, okay. Transform dot translate by direction. No, not direction. We want speed. Okay. So we're going to try this. And we're going to see if this lets the projectile just drop into the ground. Hopefully it's what it should do. I'm going to walk into range of it. We're getting a whole bunch of nullers, so I'll take a look at this. Let's take a look now. Transform child out of bounds. This is in the Spooter script. Do we have a Spooter script on this? Is that the issue? I have a Spooter up here that's empty. What's with this? This is definitely the issue with this thing. Let me quickly check my prefabs. Oh shit, did I not make a prefab for the Spooter? Because if not, that's really annoying. Did I really not? Oh man, that's such a pain in the ass. Oh, I'm gonna have to remake that now. That's so annoying, dude. Yeah. Wait, I'm actually so tilted. Metroid music playing in the background and I'm just tilted out of my mind. Do I really not have a Spooder thing in here anywhere? This is the sprite, right? Yeah, this is just the sprite. Where is this located? Oh, that's so annoying. This is a texture 2D and this is a sprite. What is the difference? Sure, I'll just leave that. Anyway, do I fix this now? It's not really my focus at the moment. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try. Fuck it. Oh, okay, I gotta remake this Spooder prefab. It's so hot in my room, it's crazy. It's like actually 30 degrees in my room. And my aircon's not working, so I'm just freaking boiling. It's supposed to get a lot cooler tonight, but yeah, I don't know. My room like really cooks. I should probably leave the door open, but I do not want to do it when I'm streaming. Okay. Holy shit, I'm so tilted. I can't like recover that, right? I don't think I can. Alright, I need to let's just do it. Whatever, let's just do it. Okay, so I need to make, this, and I need the, web rope. Okay, I have these two. I'm gonna put both of these in here. And then what were they actually called in the script? It didn't matter. So this is the Spooder game objects. Scale 111. Yeah, what did I have these scaled to before? I'm wondering if I should go back to a previous video and just look at what they were scaled at when I was making them. I mean, theoretically it should just work though. Like if I set this up properly, I believe it should just work. 000. Web rope. 000. What do I do it in? Okay, in the spread renderer here, I need this to be a -1. I need in... This needs to have it tiled, and the size, I think I was making it 1:1. Tile mode was continuous, I believe. Rest is fine. Okay, and then I pull the Spooder down, like... Oh, actually I didn't want it to be 1 by default, right? I think I wanted it to actually be like 3. And then it sits like this by default. Okay, so it's something like that. Okay, and then I just reduce both of these in scale to the size that I want, which can really be whatever. I'll use that for now, it's fine. And the big thing I'm missing here is a collider on the Spooder, which I'm gonna have to remake, which is a pain in the ass, but whatever. Rigid body. Make this rigid body kinematic, and kinematic contacts, and we will add a collider. And I think I was using a custom collider, edge one. I'm probably gonna be pretty rough with it. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna bother being too precise with this. Metroid has some of the best soundtracks, I swear. I mean, look, I love Metroidvanias, but Metroid is just my favorite game series of all time. I love everything goddamn about Metroid. Such a good game. Which, you know, unsurprisingly, considering that I'm trying to develop a Metroidvania, that I like Metroidvanias. But yeah, they are, like, absolutely my favorite. Big Hollow Knight fan, play a crap ton of that, randomizer. But most of the Metroid games just have a big soft spot for me. Especially Super Metroid and Metroid Prime. Okay. I've set that up. I'm gonna quickly see if it works. It does appear to just be working. I think it's too high, which is the only reason it's not shooting at me. Yeah, okay. Alright, we fixed it. I'm gonna turn this into a prefab before I forget. I think I was calling this Spooter enemy, and then this is web rope. Okay, like so, and if I pull this whole thing down. Oh my god, why is it there? Oh, no wonder it wasn't working. I don't know why it's like that, but okay. That's so dumb. I want the web rope to have 0 on Y. No. Oh, whatever, I'll just do it again manually. It's fine. No, it's just this. Pull it down like that. Okay, I think we got there. I'm gonna set the 1, 1. No, 0, 0. That's what I should use. 0, 0, 0. And then I'll turn it into a prefab. Which is in this folder. Boink. Okay, we're done. We got it. Now I can delete it, and we don't have to worry about it. And if there's anything wrong with it, I'll fix it up another time. Okay, so now we're going to focus on what we're actually supposed to be doing, which is the Slooper. Okay, I want to see... Is this thing working at all? Now, it doesn't appear to be noticing me to start. So let's take a look at our Slooper script, because it should be firing projectiles at me if it was working. However, I don't know if it is. So it is using a set of bounds, which is this. So we're gonna check detected player console dot. Oh no, it's debug. Oh, it is console dot. Wait, is it? Why can I never remember? Is it debug.log? It's debug.log. Detected player. And then I'll have one down here, which is firing. So let's see if either of these are running. Because currently our guy doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay, so we're not even detecting the player right now, which is concerning. Do we have the script on this? We don't. Well, that might help. Okay, put the script on it. Hopefully that makes it work. It is not. Lovely. First thing I'm going to actually do is I'm going to make this a prefab before I forget. Drag it in here, and then in the prefab, I'm going to set this 0, 0. Okay, awesome. Alright, let's come back to the Slooper. Alright. Why are we not getting anything? So it's not detecting the player. We should be getting the player. Let me console or debug.log this. And I know I have to put it afterwards, it's fine. Delete, paste. Alright, what is it going to print out at us? Let me just check this first. So this should run every frame, which it is, which is good. So we're getting -11, -3, which does line up with what I expect. So I should be well within range. In fact, I want to be range at like the -12 mark, maybe. Maybe even further than that. Yeah, let's say like the -12 mark is where I want to be in range from. Right? So what are we saying is our range? 2, 4, 0, 12. So I've said 12 is the negative bound. If positionDiff.x is greater than or equal to lower bound, so these do need to be negative then, right? I'm not crazy. And it's greater than or equal to upper x bound. How did I do this math? This is dumb as shit, right? I mean, half of the course with me, but what I said is, if positionDiff.x is greater than or equal to the lower bound, and it's greater than or equal to the upper bound, but I'm using all positive numbers, it should be less than or equal to both. Right? I should just use negative numbers for the lower bounds. Use negative numbers, and then I'll just say as long as we're greater than or equal to the negative number, and we're less than or equal to the upper number. Let's just do that. That makes way more sense to me. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay, and now it should be detecting. I did try to fire an object at us, it just hit a null reference. We are no longer detecting player, but we are firing a shit ton, which is good. So that's working. Okay. Wait, was it working? I'm not crazy, right? It was working now, yeah. Let me get rid of this, and let me get rid of this, and it definitely threw a null error, but I couldn't see because all the console logs are in the way. Okay, hold on. I'm like actually looking at this. Yeah. So it is firing them, and they are dropping due to gravity. So that's cool as well. Okay, lovely. Why are we throwing errors? We're throwing errors at this projectile inst.getComponent spootable. Now the question is, does that prefab actually have that script attached? I think it has to, because otherwise they wouldn't be going down. So the Slooper. Oh, spootable. Man, this is absolutely my fault for, absolutely my fault for just making them almost the exact same name. Okay. So we're firing them and they're dropping, and I think it's going a little too fast. There's too much gravity there. So I mean, all we really have to do is just tweak this number. So I've like almost halved the gravity, or actually cut it by about a third. See how that looks. Okay, and it still looks kind of bad, but we'll see what happens when we start applying forces to it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give it the initial speed, the initial x speed. So I'm going to say speed.x. In fact, I'll just say speed is equal to direction, right? Let's just do that. Let's see what this looks like. So this will fire directly at us. However, okay, so first of all, it's firing way too fast. So let's like normalize the direction then. Now, if I normalize the direction, it's going to go way too slow, but at least it should fire in the correct direction. And what we'll see is when we do this, it'll fire way too fast downwards, which is probably what was happening before. Yeah. But you can at least see it's firing in our direction, and it is arcing. So both of those things are good. It also appears to start firing at me as soon as I walk into range, which is not ideal. Okay, so we're still going way too fast. So even the normalized speed is too much. That's kind of wild. But I want it to be based off of the direction, not just normalizing it. Is direction normalized? No, I'm not already normalizing it, am I? No, it equals position diff. So I'm going to do direction, and then I'm going to multiply it by 0.1. And let's just see what that looks like. So we're going to give it a 10th of the initial juice. Oh, it's still way too fast. Okay, let's give it a 100th of the initial juice. Oh, that's actually a big issue. Okay. One thing I should be doing here. Let me pull this back up to... Let's pull it back up to 0.1f for the moment. In fact, I'm just going to pull it back to direction entirely. One issue is this value should be getting applied here now. And then when I apply gravity, I think I can leave this. That's fine. Okay, looks much better. We're dropping off very fast. We can see it looks significantly better now. Okay. Lovely. Alright, so the X speed now is like way too low, so I actually want to multiply it by like 10. So let's give it about 10 times as much oomph. That's way too fast. There's going to be a healthy medium, maybe 3. Oh, my bad. Okay, maybe the issue is not that the X speed is too low. It might be just that the gravity is still too high. So let's just say let's use 1. And you gotta remember that we're also currently giving it an initial negative Y speed, which is also probably not ideal. Yeah, okay, I think we just have to fix the initial Y speed now. So I'm gonna say speed is equal to direction. We're gonna make a new vector 2. New vector 2, where I use direction.x. So I'm just gonna use that as the initial speed, which is fine. However, for the Y speed, it's not gonna be... It's gonna be direction.y, but I'm gonna add a value, which is based on direction.x. It's gonna be direction.y plus direction.x, let's say like divide by 2. And let me just see like how this looks. So I'm kind of just guessing at the moment. We're still immediately firing downwards. Okay, it's a little rough. Let me log the speed here. What does it look like when I log the speed? Okay, we're getting double negatives. How is it so negative? What? Direction.y plus direction. Oh, because... Yeah, I need the inverse. I want the absolute. Okay, I actually do know what I want yet. So I want mathf dot abs of direction, and then I'm gonna divide that by 2. Okay, that's what I want. Let's try this. Okay, we're kind of getting there now. We can see it's firing upwards. Gravity is still too strong on it. Let's say gravity is actually like... I'll give it just the 0.4. That's what the other thing gives it. Okay, we're like pretty close. Okay, so I think now all that's left is we need to up this multiplier. We need to divide this by less. So let's say divided by 1.5f. Which I guess, you know what, I'll just do multiply instead because it's a little nicer. Let's do the multiply by 0.7. I typically prefer to just multiply than divide. Okay, it did hit me. I think I gotta do even less than this though. 0.9f. In fact, maybe I'm just not even meant to edit it at all. Okay, it is hitting me now. It's kind of overshooting me from here. Hits me here, and if I'm close, it just completely undershoots. Okay, so the issue here is that it's not... doesn't properly account for the distance. Okay, how do we resolve that? It's close. It does need to be based on the x distance, which is good. But it still needs to change a bit more. It can't just be a linear amount. So how do I do this? When I'm too close, it undershoots. When I'm too far away, it overshoots. Meaning the weight that I'm giving this factor is too much. I need it to have less weight as opposed to direction.y. Do I need direction.y to even factor it? I do actually need direction.y. I mean, the weight of this value is just this number, right? Isn't that all this value does? The thing is, if I reduce this value, it's reducing it across the board, so then it... Yeah. When I'm close to it, it's undershooting. How do I resolve this? Does direction.y have too much impact? No, it can't. Man, this is like a math problem that I am too dumb to resolve by myself. How do we solve this issue? So currently, if I'm here, I get shot, which is good. That's what I want. If I'm about here, I still get shot, but I'm getting shot in the head now. If I'm here, it's missing. And the closer I get, the more it misses. Until the point in which I'm basically underneath it, and then it starts hitting me again. If I'm really far away, it'll just overshoot. So how do I resolve this? I need it to be more. When this value's low, I need it to be more weight. And when it's high, I need it to be less weight. Like this has like a sweet spot, right? Where it'll just hit the player. This value needs to vary. When X is low, give it more oomph. And when X is high, give it less oomph. How do I do that though? I can give it a flat number. That's kind of what direction.y is. It's just a flat value. I mean, it's okay though to have... This is a variable value. Like, I can still have a constant flat value. Like, I can just like add 0.5. Thing is, I can't add too much of a flat value. What if I add 2? If I add 2, this is almost... It's getting to the point where it's almost just counteracting how much the other thing's providing. Okay, it's still missing from here. Hits here, but barely. We're missing. We're hitting again. Hits. Overshoots by a mile. So I want to have initially a high amount and then to get less and less, right? Like, don't I just want I just want a curve. I'm pretty sure I just want a curve that looks like... I think I just want a curve that looks like this. I just want it to taper off. Or maybe like that. So it has some initial X value here, and then it tapers the further it goes. I think... I mean, we can mess around with it. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up Wolfram Alpha. And just toss in some graphs. Y is equal to negative x squared. This graph is what I expect. Now I want to translate it to the right. So +5. Oh, wait, no, wait, how do you translate it to the right again? Translates quadratic on the x-axis. How do I do that? Ah, yeah, okay. Be x plus 5 to the power of 2. Oh my god, I'm bad at this. Negative x minus 5 because it's negative. Okay, that's kind of what we want. Now let's pull it back a bit. X minus 2. I can try this. I think it goes high enough is the thing. Let's add like 50. So this is the scale I care about, and now I'm gonna have to jump it to the right a bunch. Probably about another 4, so 6. Is too much. 20. Alright, I swear I'm almost there. Whether or not this is actually going to work at all is a completely other question. We're trying to do some math. Okay, I'm gonna give this a go and just see what happens. So this is my x value. I'm gonna do negative this in brackets minus 4 to the power of 2. How do I do power? This. Why do I have an extra bracket here? Oh, this shouldn't be here. Okay. Like this, and then that. And I need one more bracket, right? Okay, this bracket's supposed to close here. This bracket is supposed to close here. Which means I don't need this bracket. No, I need another bracket here. That's what it means. Can't apply to operands of type float and int. How do you do power of? Power of 2 C#. I've never had to bloody square something in C#, I guess. Math.pow. Okay, guess I'm doing math.pow. Math.pow. Some math F this as well. This. And then comma 2. Alright, this is like not gonna work at all, but I'm giving it a go. It'll be funny if it does. I'm like totally, completely guessing on this. Yeah, we can see it's not even close. The problem here is... Why is it... This should be a minus. Oh, wait, hold on. Ah, I was forgetting the plus 20. That bit's important. Plus 20. I don't know, let's see if that does anything. Guessing it might help a little bit. I mean, it looks correct here. It's way too, Look at how significant the difference is. Like, it's crazy. This is too much then. Let's do like a plus. How high do I want it to be able to go max? I mean, it's kind of based on that value, right? Should be based off of the max aggro value, which in this case is 2. So maybe we try like 4. And then let me just readjust this function real fast. Because now we're way too far to the right. .8 maybe. Okay, I'll try this. So it's going to be minus 1.8 F. And then this is going to be plus 4 here. Alright, and we give this one a spin now. It's so goddamn negative. Oh, and I know why, obviously. Probably because I shouldn't be using a quadratic. I should probably be using a log, right? Or what's an inverse log? Like e to the power of x? No, that's not what I want. What is log x then? Try to like remember. Oh, it is log x. Okay, I do want log x. All right, well, let's try this. Log x minus, let's go like minus 2. Or I need the opposite, plus 2. Okay. I mean, we might be able to get something promising with a log. Thing is, I have to like remember how this shit's supposed to look. feel like I don't want to multiply by 2. Let me try this. So I want log of this number plus 2. So this math fx plus 2f. Now let me remove all of this crap real quick. And then I need to log it. Math f dot log. Yeah, we can do that. Awesome. The log of this whole number. All right, and I think this might actually get us closer to what we want. Yeah, okay. See, it's looking a little nicer now. The only issue is that the value's not high enough. So maybe I will try multiplying it by 2. 2x. 2x this. Let's give that a spin, see what that looks like. I feel like it's still not shooting high. What if I just 3x it? Actually, let's just 4x it. Let's just see. It might be that I just have to translate the graph a bit, though. It's hitting me. That's hitting me too. Bit sus, but it is hitting me. That also hits me. That's hitting me. Okay. And from back here, hits me. Here, hits me. Okay. Wait, we actually cooked. So the log is double the number, double the max Y you want. I kind of want to shoot further up though. I can't believe this working as well as it is. So what I ended up doing was 4 log x plus 2. But that is the curve that I need. And it's working pretty well. Wonder if I change it to 5. Let me up it to 5 and see how it looks. We just want to make sure that it's not overshooting, but I mean that's the beauty of logs, is that they taper off. See, now we're overshooting. Yeah, it's like now it's way too much. It'll hit me from here on, but yeah, it is overshooting. And I do have the option of slowing the X speed down a little bit, which because I kind of like that this is more arced. So I might just like reduce the X speed a bit. So like I might do this, and then I just do direction.x multiplied by like 0.8. That's gonna miss though. 0.9 maybe. Just felt like tinkering with all these math values. That's hitting me, but it's a bit tight, and that overshoots. It should hit me all the rest. Okay, maybe I'll tinker with this a little more. I like the base height we get off this. I say the base height, but like, what are we actually working with? Like, what's the height that I'm actually looking at? So, I am still printing the distances. So I like the height that it's getting here. I could probably even use more. So at about 10, we're getting a pretty nice vertical distance for the arc. Now, if I look at the graph itself, and I look at 10, it looks to be of a Y value of about 12 is like the sweet spot. Like, the closer I go in, the less of a Y value it's going to have. So if I go to 5, it should have like 2 less Y value. So I'm at 5 here. Yeah, it should be going a little bit less. I mean, still fine. Yeah, I quite like this. I think I just want to make it so that it's not quite as harsh. So how can I do this? What happens if I do 2x to this log? Like, what is 0.5x? I'm having, like, trouble figuring out... I mean, maybe it's just easiest to actually just look at the results by doing it in here. Let's stop this for a second. So, if I simply take this value and multiply it by 2, what happens? We're going way further now. Look at how much height we're getting. It's actually so much. I'm overshooting way sooner. The values are just higher. Okay. Alright, so that's fine. I get that. The issue is... So then in that case, do I want to be... How do I scale the log? So that seems to just stretch it up and down, and then presumably the number in front stretches it out the other way then? What if I make this 20? It comes in at 20, but I could lower it. X plus 2, I do like X minus 10. Oh wait, no, minus 10 here. Dude, it's so hard to like find a log that I just want for this. Like, I'm sure there's a way to just like actually calculate this log. I just don't know what it is. Where are we coming in here? This isn't steep enough of a drop off. 10. It's too shallow of a drop on 5, so there's like a sweet spot. Maybe it's like 8. Yeah, let me try this one. Let's try this. So, okay, I know 5 multiplied by x plus 2 is good. But now I'm going to try 8 multiplied by x plus 4 minus 5. We'll give that a spin. Way too high. Why is this so much higher than I was expecting? 8 multiplied by x plus 4 minus 5. That should be good, right? Oh. Or maybe not. Okay. So, before I had 5 multiplied by x plus 2 with nothing on the end. 5 log x plus 2. And that caps at 10 being about 12. It starts with 0 being 4 and 10 being 12. Now the issue with this... Yeah, let me take a look at this one again. So that's 5 here, x plus 2, and then nothing on the end for translation. Okay, hold on, distracted. So this is what we've got that is like pretty good. My only irk with it is that that's a little too low. So I want to start a little higher than 5. Yeah, I want to start a little higher than 5. And this is a little too far. So I want to taper off faster as well. So I kind of just want the graph rotated. I want to stretch it. I want to stretch it that way. How do I do that? Scale a log graph. Increase the width. Well, if I do like a quadratic, it's gonna say... Math. The width of the quadratic is based on the number that's in front of x that you multiply it by. Oh. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's do like 1.2. Okay, hold on. 2x plus 2. What is this? Like, that's more, right? 0.5 times x. 10, is it like 10 now? This is hitting it at the same point. This is just increasing the height of it, is the problem. Five is at 12. Yeah, this is not doing... Unless it is doing what I want it to do. I guess it is. I just want to be like 0.8. Like I want to be pretty close. And then I need to like raise it. I want to be like plus 2. Even more than that, I guess, plus 3. It's still gonna overshoot from there. 0.6. It's too low. 4. Now 10 is there. It's gonna be close. Let's try this one. I'm also keeping an eye on, because I'm gonna have to do that in a second. So 5 multiplied by 0.4x, 0.4 multiplied by this number, plus 2, and then plus 3 on the end. Like this. So dumb. Okay, hits. That's a good start. Ooh, undershoots a little bit. Yeah, we're undershooting here now. It doesn't ramp up fast enough, that's the issue. It's hitting well at a range though. At a distance it's working well. Maybe this is just something that I tweak later and we try and figure it out. I hope I was not on the scene for like forever. I don't think I was. Anyway, I think I must have just clicked on accident just then. I am going to set this back to the one that we had it working pretty well at, which was just this. 5 log x plus 2, and then I'm going to set this back to 1. And I'll just leave it at that for now. And we can tweak this some more next time. But like, honestly, we're already at a point where it's like kind of close to what we want anyway. But yeah, I'll leave it like that. Years. I think we're gonna call today's daily here. I was pretty much just getting this thing to try and actually spit at us and hit us. But I mean, that's all really the enemy does. The last thing is that I need to figure out why it's auto-spitting at us. It should have a delay on it. But I can resolve that next time as well. If not waiting, then do this. When does it delay? Oh, right, okay, because it never calls it. That's pretty simple. I can just add this to turning on aggro. I can do that. That should resolve that issue, I think. Let's take a look. So now it shouldn't auto-shoot us, it should wait a second. Cool. Alright, so we got that working. I need to tweak this log stuff some more, but like that's about it. Okay, cool. Alright, happy with that. I think we're good. Alright. Thanks everyone who stopped by for tuning in. We will probably finish up the Slooper next time, and then we'll actually start designing like a really basic level and getting some assets for it. So that's probably gonna be the focus for the next stream, which won't be tomorrow night, but it'll be the night after. So do you want to catch that? I will see you next stream. Have a good one.